Quarterfinals, that's a good one. Yeah, the Nigeria Football Federation, they've been working so hard, going here and there, trying to gather support for the team, and it's important we support the team. The World Cup is a very huge project. Ex-internationals like yourself, some CCRC and likes, what can you guys also do to support the Super Eagles at the World Cup?
First of all, haven't played the game. The football gave us the name that we have today, so we can go knock on any door, people will respond. If even are not able to give us what we want, at least they will give us that attention. So for us to stay at the back seat and not to follow Eagles right now would be a disservice to the nation. But now we've been crying about finance. We know that NFF have made so much money, but there's been pledges. People have not actually redeemed them. But we as a body, we also decided how can we play our own role to make sure Nigeria does not lack anything when it comes to the World Cup proper in Russia 2018. And so a committee was set up, and I got a phone call from 1 or 2 persons, YD, CRC as well, to see how we can raise funds and then to support the Super Eagles. We know they have money, but it's never enough. I remember in 1994 when we went to the USA, and when we came with the same concept, and money were raised, and then we never lacked. I remember the Amechi Latin as well.
Yes, the PTF.
Yeah, PTF.
Yeah, PTF.
It's not the first time, it's not going to be the last time. We don't want this thing to lack in any area, so that's why we're trying to put this together.
When you say putting it together, always involve the ministry, the presidency?
Obviously, because we can't do this on our own. The Ministry of Youth and Sports are the custodian of football, of sports generally in the country, and NFF is custodian of football. And football is part of the ministry. So when the Minister of Sports actually invited us and let us know what they have in mind, we had no choice but just to key in. But we asked the pertinent question, if the NFF is involved. They are aware the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, His Excellency, so he's also aware. So there's no hidden agenda here.
So why do you think that this support can actually do it for the team?
Well, I think so. I believe so. It's actually called the group, right? Called Fly Me to Russia. Basically, we want to also have a lot of Nigerians be physically present in Russia to support Super Eagles. If Super Eagles can do better than what they did in '94, then of course we'll have achieved a whole lot. So principally, we're looking for people to come and support this particular drive. And if I may add, there's going to be, the rubbing of like minds in Abuja. Come May 3rd. Chief host will be the President of Nigeria himself, President Muhammadu Buhari. Like a dinner kind of stuff will happen in Abuja on the 3rd of May. And then, we're calling on like minds to come around and see how we can rub minds, how we can raise a lot of money to support the Super Eagles.
It happened in 2010. Yeah. Just before we left for South Africa, in fact, to London, where we prepared before flying to South Africa. There was also, like minds, people coming together under the
Presidential Task Force.
Yes, exactly. So there was a dinner, and then before the send-off for the team. Exactly.
But how much money is needed for the World Cup? It's never enough. And then you get to the World Cup and you start hearing that our players are complaining about monies and all of that.
I don't think that will come. Because this present NFF, they've done so well. We've not heard about money problem lately. And then, believe you me, myself, CRC and YD, we're men of integrity, men of repute. And if things like this happen, we're able to succeed in this drive.
Yes.
And then something else happen. Believe you, we have to cry out. And people believe in us, we'll definitely cry out. Money will go to where it's supposed to go to.
Yeah, I'm still with you. Let's talk about the team proper now. This Super Eagles team. It looks flattery. You see them play and you just want to go to sleep. But when you wake up, you say, no, something might just still be wrong. What departments does the Super Eagles need to work on?
Well, when you build your team, first of all, let me say, Genedro, our technical advisor, has about, I would say, 26 names in his chest. He doesn't want to reveal. He knows who is going to the World Cup, except there is serious injury. I'm very confident of that.
If someone picks the mega form, is that about current form?
Well, that's what I'm saying. He has about 23. He has a 23-man list for sure. But then, if, like you say, if somebody comes and superlative form, it's not a problem. But I think we're very prepared. If you look at every department, I won't say we're 100% solid, but the crop of players that you have, that is where you have to build a team from. Individually, we might be lacking in some areas, but as a team collectively, I think we're solid enough.
Well, if I may add, I'm not sure we have anything anybody that will surprise, that will come up as surprise. As far as I'm concerned,
Michael went to the last World Cup.
That's the honest truth. No, that's the honest truth. Like Austin said, he's got about 26, 27, 28 players that he has, and those are those players that played the qualifiers. If you look at that squad, everybody that we think can go to that World Cup, John Nogu, the guys on the bench, Ahmed Musa, we're even really concerned about Ahmed Musa for him to play, to have more playing time. So I think he's got his own team, he's got the name of the players. It's just for him to just say, "Look, this is what we have for the World Cup."
But I was expecting Coach to say, like the defense, we need to work on it, or you say the midfield needs some more blending, some more understanding.
Friday's game will tell. To start with. We are not going to leave defensive job just for the back four, back three. Depends on which 6-10 we're going to play. We have to defend with 11 and attack with 11. So everybody has, there's a collective responsibility here. Every department has a role, in team function. And then they have individual tasks and collective tasks. So when defense line is operating, we expect the midfield players also to give them support. If you leave defensive duties only to defenders, then we will crush.
We'll crush. So that's it. Sports Tonight on Channels Television. We have two ex-internationals, Wide Akoni and Austin Eguavoin, in the studio. And we're taking a look at the 2018 FIFA World Cup. We'll go on this short break. When we come back, Austin Eguavoin played at the 1994 World Cup in the United States of America. What happened in that game against Italy? He'll tell us. Don't go anywhere. Stay.